$100. That is what is left, after rent, after the bills, after the card. $100 sitting in your account at the end of the month. The same 100 that is left every month. You stare at it. You think about the jacket, the one in the window you keep walking past. You think about a real dinner, a table, a waiter, something that is not the same pan you wash every night. Or you could just leave it there, like always. You cannot decide, so you do nothing. The 100 sits, the month ends, another one starts. Then one morning, at work, it happens. A man named Devin. He sits 2 desks down. He packs his lunch in the same beige container every day. He said something at the coffee machine. He said it like the weather. He said, "Yeah, I keep most of mine in the market." Then he stirred his coffee. Then he walked back to his desk. You stood there holding a paper cup. And the sentence would not leave you alone. An app, a portfolio, most of his money, just sitting somewhere, doing something, while he packed his beige container. There was a door in the room. You had stood in that room for years. You had never once seen it. That night you go home. You download the app. You move the $100 in. You buy your first share. The ticker is 4 letters. You will look at those 4 letters more times over the years ahead than you will look at almost any human face. And you cannot know, sitting there, what that one decision will grow into. That is the whole story. 7 levels, from $100 to millions a day. And nobody tells you the strange part. The levels do not get easier as the numbers grow. They get quieter. The version of you at the top will spend a long time trying to remember this kitchen, the cheap dish soap. The night a man named Devin said one sentence and changed everything. He never knew he did. Level 1. Your first $100. You are terrified. You are embarrassed that you are terrified. It is $100. You have spent more than that on a bad night out. But this is different. This money is supposed to do something. You spend most of an evening deciding. You read 3 articles. You watch a video. The man in it has a ring light and looks barely out of school. In the end, you buy 1 share, an index fund, those 4 letters. The screen says you own it. For 1 second, you feel enormous. Then it drops 12 cents by Friday, and you feel sick. It is a specific nausea. You put something you cannot lose somewhere you cannot control. You check it that night. You check it before you sleep. You check it on the bus the next morning. The bus is late. The man beside you smells like rain. You hold the phone low against your stomach. You do not want him to see how small the number is. 12 cents. You have lost 12 cents. You look at it like a crack in a ceiling. You wait for the whole thing to come down. You do the math anyway. 12 cents on $100. It is nothing. It feels like everything. Nobody warned you about that. The first thing investing teaches you is not how to make money. It is how to feel the weight of money you have not even lost yet. You are not an investor yet. You bought a thing. Now you are afraid of it. Level 2, the first dividend. A few months later, a Tuesday, you open the app out of habit. You check it like a wound. You want to see if it still hurts. There is a line you have never seen. A deposit, 41 cents. Money that came while you slept. You did not sell an hour of your life for it. It came from the 4 letters, from the share, doing the one thing it was built to do. 41 cents. You sit on the edge of your bed. You do new math. Not how much do I have? A different question. If 41 cents arrives without me, what arrives if there is more of it? The question is small. It is the most important question you will ever ask. You ask it in a t-shirt, early, before work. Your phone is too close to your face. You do not spend the 41 cents. You could not really. It is 41 cents. But you would not even if you could. Spending it would kill the only thing you own that does not need you. It buys more of itself. You let it. And something turns over under your ribs. It has been asleep your whole life. There are 2 kinds of people. The ones who trade hours for money until the hours run out. And the ones who own a small machine that does not sleep when they sleep. You just became the second kind, by 41 cents. You are not afraid of a thing anymore. You just felt the thing breathe. Level 3, the boring years. This is the level that breaks the most people. It does not break them with pain. It breaks them with boredom. For the next several years, you do almost nothing. You add money. You buy more of the 4 letters. You do not check the app for weeks. Checking it made you anxious. Then it made you nothing at all. You text Devin once, around here. You ask what he is buying these days. He takes 2 days to answer. He says, "Honestly, I sold most of it a while back. Needed the cash for the wedding. You know how it is." You say, "Yeah, of course. Totally." You put your phone down. You keep buying the 4 letters every 2 weeks. Like a man laying one brick on a wall he cannot yet see the top of. Devin gave you the door. Devin never walked through it. You think about that more than you expect to. He still packs his lunch in the beige container. He still says it at the coffee machine. That he keeps most of his in the market. You both know now that he does not. The sentence was always about how it sounded, never about the thing it described. He is not a bad man. He is the more common man, the one who knows the door is there. He stands in front of it for years. He describes it to people who walk through. The years pass. You stop noticing the cheap dish soap. You buy the brand you like now. It feels like nothing. That is its own quiet proof. Something underneath you has changed. Nothing happens for years. That is the secret. The videos with the ring lights leave it out. The discipline is not in the buying. The discipline is in the waiting. The years where you look like an idiot for waiting. You are not waiting. You are compounding. They look identical from the outside. Only one of them is true. Level 4. The conviction. You are older now, a few years into this. You have around $60,000. Almost all of it is in those 4 letters, and a few others like them. Then the market does the thing the market does, the thing nobody can schedule. Over 5 weeks, your account falls. It falls a lot. One morning you open the app. The number is down $9,400 from a month before. $9,400. That is more than you make in 3 months. That is the used car. That is 2 years of the cheap dish soap and the packed lunches and the nights you stayed in. Gone. On a screen. In red. While you brush your teeth. This number breaks something in you. It breaks the part that thought investing only goes up. Your thumb hovers over the sell button. Every cell in your body says make the bleeding stop. Devin would have sold. Devin did sell. For a wedding. Years ago. At a smaller number. You do not sell. Your phone buzzes late that night. A headline. The market is bleeding. You read the first line. You put the phone face down on the nightstand. You do not open the app. You sit with the $9,400 of pain. You do not sell. 3 days later, the number stops falling. 4 months later, it is back. A year later, it is higher than ever. You learned the thing that cannot be taught. Only survived. You learned the down was not the market taking your money. The down was the price of admission. You paid it. Most people do not. Devin never did. Devin is still describing the door. You do not own shares anymore. You can hold them while they hurt. Level 5. The level that breaks most people. You have real money now, a few $100,000. You have grown confident, and confidence is the most expensive feeling in finance. You discover leverage. You discover options. You can put down a small amount and control a large amount. When it works, the returns are not a slow brick wall. They are a firework. It works. The first 3 times, it works. You make $11,000 in a single afternoon. On a contract you bought that morning. The number on the screen turns green, then greener. You refresh it, still green. The 11,000 does something to your brain. The 41-cent dividend never did this. The dividend whispered. This shouts. You text nobody. You just stare. Then the 4th time, it does not work. A position you were sure of. A thing you had read about for weeks. It moves the wrong way overnight. On news you could not have known. The leverage that multiplied the firework now multiplies the crater. You lose in one night what took a year of the boring level to build. And the 4 letters just sat there. Your first share. The index fund you have owned since the beginning. Doing the slow breathing thing. Not making you rich in an afternoon. Not destroying you in a night. This is the level where most people stop being investors. They start being gamblers. The only thing that saves you is the 4 letters. You have owned them long enough to remember what patience feels like. You scale the leverage back down. You keep a small amount of the firework for the part of you that needs it. You put the rest back into the slow wall. You are not chasing the firework anymore. You know what it costs. Level 6. Other people's money. Older now, people start asking you to manage their money. Your sister first, then a friend of your sister, then a man at a dinner. He runs a small business. He has $800,000 sitting in cash. He is afraid of exactly the thing you were afraid of at level 1. This changes everything, and it changes it in a way you did not expect. When it is your own $9,400 in red, you can sit with the pain. When it is your sister's money in red, the pain is a different animal. You lie awake. The responsibility has a face. It has a name and a phone number. The face trusts you. The trust weighs more than any number ever did. The hardest part has nothing to do with markets. It is the phone call. The phone buzzes late one night. It is your sister, asking in a small voice whether she should be worried. She saw something on the news, a red number on a chart. You can hear the television behind her, and you have to decide in half a second. The truth, which is that nobody knows, or the thing she needs. A calm voice telling her to go to bed. You learned something then. You became the thing Devin pretended to be at the coffee machine. But there is a difference. You walked through the door first. The calm in your voice is paid for, brick by brick, by every red screen you ever held without selling. You get good at it. You build a small thing, a real thing, real clients, a structure, an assistant named Priya who keeps the calendar. You manage tens of millions that belong to other people now. You are paid well, very well, and you are good at the one job that turned out to be the whole game, staying calm when the screen turns red and everyone is looking at you to decide whether they are allowed to be afraid. You are not investing your money anymore. You hold other people's fear so they do not have to. Level 7. Millions a day. You sit at a desk with more screens than you can look at. On a normal day, money moves through your decisions. Amounts that would have made the kid in the cheap dish soap kitchen physically ill. Millions of dollars. In and out. In a single day. Allocations, rebalances, positions in things the kid with the ring light has never heard of. And here is the anticlimax. It arrives exactly where the levels promised it would not. At the top. It stops being about the money. You expected the top to feel like the firework, the 11,000 in an afternoon, multiplied 1,000 times. It does not. When the numbers get large enough, they stop being numbers. They become weather. You do not feel a 6-figure day the way you felt 41 cents. You cannot. The 41 cents was a person discovering money could arrive without him. The 6-figure day is just Tuesday. You arrived in a country where the air is thinner, and the thing you traded to get here was the ability to feel the thing you came for. You find yourself there on a slow afternoon. You open the app you have not opened in years, the personal one, and there it is, the 4 letters, the first single share you bought at the very beginning, the one you never sold. It sits in the corner of a portfolio so large it does not matter, worth maybe a few thousand now, a rounding error, a thing the family office would not bother to mention. You look at the 4 letters for a long time. The afternoon light moves across the desk. The other screens keep blinking. You ignore them. You remember buying that share at the kitchen counter, how your thumb shook over the button, how the dish soap smelled, how the app loaded slow on your old phone, how certain you were that $100 was a thing you could not afford to lose. You think about Devin. He said one sentence at a coffee machine. He walked back to his desk. He sold his own shares for a wedding. He never knew the sentence built a man who moves millions a day. You think about the kitchen. You think about being terrified of $100. And you understand the thing the levels were trying to teach you, the whole way up. You did not climb them to feel more. You climbed them to feel less. And you called the numbness wealth. The first share taught you everything. The other shares only taught you scale. You started with $100 and a sentence you could not shake. You end with millions a day and a single share you will never sell. Not because it is worth anything, because it is the only thing left that still remembers who you were, back when money could still surprise you. Somewhere right now, someone is downloading the app for the first time. They are standing in a kitchen that smells like cheap dish soap. They just heard one sentence at a coffee machine. They do not know yet what it costs. They do not know yet what it rewards. They will learn. They always do. The market opens. It just finds the next one. Their balance is $100. Their ticker is 4 letters. It always starts there. It always will. The market does not make you rich. The market makes you into the person who can hold it. And that person is the only thing the numbers were ever measuring.